1, 2, 3, funk it.
Hi, and welcome to a video that I never thought I would be making. So I literally just hit 1,000 subscribers like a minute ago. I filmed my reaction, so we're gonna play that. And then a few days ago I sat down and talked about all of my YouTube growth tips that I've been writing down throughout this journey, so I'll be sharing those with you all. And yeah, thank you all so much for 1,000 subscribers. That's insane. Oh my gosh, 1,000. Are y'all seeing that? Wow, I can't believe it. Thank y'all so much for 1,000. That is like insane. I can't believe that I hit that. My first tip for you all is to be professional. And a lot of these tips I'm sure are things that you've heard before, but I'm briefly going to discuss them because you can get all the traffic in the world onto your channel, but if you don't have these things, they're not going to stay, so what's the point? The first one is a profile picture. You want a good profile picture. This means a photo of you where you can clearly see your face, not some random piece of clip art you found off of Google, a dark shapeless blob that's supposed to be a photo of you, or the worst one of all, the blue man photo. They don't want to subscribe to those things, they want to subscribe to you. Next, you want a good channel banner, and you want to reward them for actually clicking onto your channel by giving them a little bit more information with this piece. So instead of just having your channel name on there, tell them something about what types of videos you're going to be making, when you're going to be uploading. So for example, on my channel banner, I say new videos Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday so people know when to expect content. Other YouTubers would put lifestyle or school vlogs or like whatever their quote-unquote niche is. But the point is you want to give them a little bit more information. You also want to make sure that both of these pieces are aligning with your channel aesthetic. So for me, my channel banner is my signature light purple look with the sort of black stars on it, which you see in my intros, my outros, transitions throughout videos. So it's kind of like a custom look for my channel. That leads me into my next item for you all, which is to create video templates. So this sounds really intimidating, but it's not. There are a few things that you want to set up for yourself. First is an intro. So I have my intro that you just saw. Then at the end, I have the end screen, and that is the same in every single one of my videos. But also to keep my looks consistent in videos, I'm generally using the same fonts, colors, sounds, effects, that sort of thing. And I would describe that as your editing style. So obviously every once in a while you're going to be changing up your intros, outros, and editing styles, but when you're changing those things, you want to keep them consistent. And honestly, just change them when you feel like you need to. Don't create a set schedule for, oh, I need to change these once a year or people are going to get bored. Don't do that to yourself. When you feel like you have outplayed or can do better than your current setup, that's when you should move on. Another important part of being professional and looking consistent is your thumbnails, because after all, when people are looking at your channel, that is one of the main things that they're going to see. So you want to make sure that your thumbnails all have a consistent look and vibe to them. I have a tutorial about how I make my thumbnails if you're looking into just like an intro on some different types of thumbnails that you could be interested in making. However, I would definitely recommend making sure that your thumbnails stay consistent with your style, because there's nothing worse than clicking on a thumbnail expecting a video to be a certain way and then being disappointed because it doesn't live up to like the quality and aesthetic that the thumbnail was. So be sure that your thumbnail accurately represents the video and sticks with your channel aesthetic. Just a few more odd pieces that I wanted to touch on. First is creating a watermark for your channel. I say this is not completely necessary, but it does give people another way to subscribe to your channel. Next is in your description box, you want to sort of have the same format and layout and make it look consistent. Go to any one of your favorite YouTubers' description box and they probably have sections with their social media links, FAQs, or something like that. In my description box, I generally might have a link or two to some other suggested content. So in my vlog list episodes, I have the link to the rest of the vlog list series. I also put links to all of my social media accounts and my email for if any brands ever want to reach out to me. It's easily accessible for them. And also promoting your other social medias is a really great way to sort of show consistency and like, hey, I'm actually a real creator, real person, and not just some random person on the internet. It creates a little bit more of a connection between you and your audience. Moving on, I'm going to talk about the biggest tip that I can give you all, and that is building your YouTube community. This is something that I did not start doing until being on the platform for like a year and a half, and I'm really sad that I waited that long to do it because this was the game changer for me. So basically what I mean by building your community is interacting with other small YouTubers, supporting them, they support you. Do not confuse this with sub for sub. I see this as a very fine line that you are walking between genuine support and sub for sub, and it's important that you land on the side of genuine support. First is genuine comments. Go onto other small YouTubers' pages. You can find them because they're probably commenting on your videos, or you can find them on Instagram, whatever floats your boat. Comment on something specific in the video. If it's a try on haul, say, I loved all the pieces you picked up. The green silk tank top was my favorite. That lets them know that you watched the video and actually liked it. If you did not like the video, do not pretend, don't comment on it. You really want to make sure that you're engaging with people who support your channel. Now, I do not think that you need to just support people because they support you, but you need to be responding to their comments, acknowledging their support, and thanking them for it at least. And then do check out their page and see if there's someone that you could genuinely support back. My next tip for building your community is to be early to larger creators' posts in your niche. That is so important. It would do me no good to be early to a gamer YouTuber's video because those people won't like my content. However, I do have my post notifications on for YouTubers like Hannah Maloche, Haley Pham, Lauren Doan, Emma Chamberlain, where their viewers would also like my content. So then if your comment is early and relatable, people will like it up to the top, and then it'll be more exposure for your channel. The key points here are you need to be early within the first few minutes of them posting their video, and your comment also needs to be relatable, otherwise it won't get any likes and it won't be worth it. Now let's move on to the type of content that you should be making to help gain subscribers. First off, you want to be making searchable videos. People confuse this for they can't make their own original videos and they only can make popular YouTube videos. This is 110% false. It's all about packaging your video in a way that people can search for it. I personally use TubeBuddy for this. There are lots of videos about how TubeBuddy works, so I won't be explaining it in too much detail, but basically I use it to formulate my title in a way that people will search for it. So let's say that I have this random school vlog and I'm like, well, I'm not sure what kind of title would work for this. I just go onto TubeBuddy, try out a few ideas that are floating around in my head, and seeing which one would be searchable. You want to be making videos that you actually want to make and would genuinely watch yourself. A good rule of thumb is if you don't like the video that you're making, or it's not a video that you can sit through and watch, nobody else is going to want to watch it. You're going to get nowhere recreating what other people have already done, because chances are people have already seen that, so when they see a less stellar version of it, then they're not going to watch. If you're doing something different or packaging it in a different way, people are going to be more likely to stick around because it's something they haven't seen before and something they can't get from other people. So again, you can do those popular videos, do morning routines, do school vlogs, but edit the videos in your style so that way it's unique to you and your channel. One thing that's really important to remember is not to upload content unless if it is quality content. I think a lot of small YouTubers get so caught up in the amount of videos that they're uploading because you hear over and over again that you need to be uploading as much as you can to get as much traction as you can. And while I think that is true in some regards, it does you no good to upload 5 videos a week if they're all trash, and if you only uploaded 2 or 3 times a week some quality videos, that would work out much better for you. One thing that I get asked about so much in live streams is equipment, and honestly I would just recommend starting off with what you have, and my biggest tip is do not upgrade until you've mastered what you have. Let's say you just have a phone. Great, you can still film on your phone and edit with iMovie. Then do not upgrade until you feel like you have made the best possible content that you can make with your phone and iMovie, and you want to step up your game and use different equipment. Then I would honestly recommend waiting several months into having your channel before doing that, because if you drop thousands of dollars on equipment and editing software just to find out it's something that you don't enjoy and aren't going to continue, you're pretty far down in the hole. So for me, I think I waited about 5 to 6 months before investing in my equipment, because at that point I was sure that YouTube was something that I was going to do for an extended period of time, so investing in higher quality equipment to produce higher quality content just made sense for me. Whereas I know plenty of people that have a channel for several months and then stop. It does not make sense for them to spend thousands of dollars on equipment. I'm just going to briefly go over what I use and would recommend spending your money on if you do decide to invest. So I personally use the Canon G7X Mark II to film all of my videos, vlogs, sit down, you name it. It's all filmed on the Canon G7X. It is the cheapest quality camera that I know of. As far as editing softwares, I would recommend using iMovie until you feel like you have mastered it and it's limiting you from a creative standpoint. Once you feel like you have done everything that you can with iMovie and you just can't do anything more with it and feel boxed in, then I would recommend purchasing the Final Cut Pro. I personally like Final Cut Pro better than Adobe Premiere Pro. However, either one of those softwares is the top of the game, so it doesn't really matter. Really take your time to learn the software that you have to start with before upgrading, because a lot of people, I feel like, upgrade to Final Cut too soon and they don't even know how to work it, so it's honestly just a waste of money at that point. If you don't have that much money to spend on different pieces of equipment, the main thing that I would recommend you spending money on is your lighting. So I do have 2 studio lights which I'm using now to film, and they make a world of difference in your videos. You can film pretty much anytime and have this quality lighting and the video is going to look good. If they were cut off and I was relying on natural lighting, there would only be certain periods where the video could still look like this and probably wouldn't even be as good as the studio lights. And let me tell you, if you've ever tried to watch a YouTube video with poor lighting, you know that lighting can really make a difference on whether or not people stay on your video or click off. I get this question a lot: how many times should I be uploading? My recommendation for a small YouTuber is 2 to 3 times a week. I know that may come as a surprise. A lot of people will tell small YouTubers they need to be uploading as much as they can. Let's take it both ways. If you upload as much as you can, you're not giving your videos time to grow. You're just suffocating them with one after another. And let's face it, it's probably not going to be your best content. If you really take your time with 2 to 3 videos a week, you're giving them time to grow and you're not smothering them, and you can take your time to produce that quality content, which, as we've discussed, is super important. Let's take it to the other extreme. A lot of small YouTubers think that uploading once a week is perfectly fine because that's what larger influencers do.
That's not okay.
They have earned that right to just upload once a week. Their video is going to do fine. They know it's going to do fine. As a small YouTuber, you can't afford to upload one video a week and it flop. You want to be posting at least 2 to 3 times a week, so that way, in case one of your videos doesn't perform as well, you have others backing it up. And again, the more videos, the more attraction, the more subscribers, the more watch time. You just don't want to be suffocating all of your uploads so they don't have a chance to grow. There have been times when I've uploaded 4 videos in a week, and honestly my videos during that week didn't do as well, and I think that's because that extra video was suffocating my normal uploads. Before I get to my last tip, I want to review what you should have done up to this point, because otherwise the last one's not going to work out very well for you. First, you have created a professional and consistent look. Secondly, you have built your small YouTube community. You're creating searchable videos that you would actually want to watch. You're creating quality content that's going to want to make people stick around. And you've created an uploading schedule that involves uploading at least 2 to 3 times a week. After that, I would say you definitely have the great foundations for a YouTube channel and all the tools you need to reach 1,000 subscribers and more. But a really great tool is collabing with other small YouTubers. The reason I say this won't work out if you don't have the other tips down is because nobody wants to collab to you if you don't have a good channel, okay? I'm just gonna put it out there. If someone reaches out to me to collab and I go and look at their channel and they're not doing those things, I don't want to collab with them. It's going to make me look stupid for collabing with them because people are gonna be like, why is she endorsing that person? Second of all, it's not going to work out good for the other person because whenever my viewers go over there, they're probably not going to like what they see either. So it only makes sense to collab when you feel like you have good quality content that their viewers would actually want, and they have good quality content that your viewers would actually want to watch. So those are all of the tips that I implemented in my channel to help grow my channel to 1,000 subscribers. I definitely think there are many other tips out there that you can try for your channel, and what worked for me may or may not work for you. However, I tried to format these in a universal way that can help people with all different types of channels and that are at all different levels of their YouTube career. One more time, just thank you all so much for 1,000 subscribers. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And honestly, just comment down below anything. I'm so excited. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't already and turn on the bell so you'll be notified every single time I go live, post a new video, things like that. And all those actions really help my channel grow, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast.
It's not about personality matrixels and charts. It's all about the bumps in your heart.